Hi folks, Simon here, welcome back to the channel, and we're going for our third run here in Hades today, and it's going to be our first run actually, with a brand new weapon. So this is the Shield of Chaos. We did have a little play about with this in this area with Skelly at the end of the last episode. So I just want to remind myself, it has been a couple of days exactly as to what upgrades we've gone ahead and purchased. Oh yes, so the big thing that we did after the last run was purchase Vitality. Now we've got it to rank 2, I think you can get it to rank 3 total. Don't be put off by the fact that as we enter each chamber, we're going to be healing, but we're only going to be healing for 2 health per chamber, which doesn't sound like a lot. But bear in mind, in Hades, you do get through a lot of these chambers. Let's make a start here. And you can easily get through, say, like 50 chambers in a run, especially if you get right through the dungeon. And, you know, by the time you finally die, if you've made your way quite far in the dungeon, at 3 health per chamber healed, you know, you're pushing well over 100 extra health that you've managed to get through because of that thing that you've ranked up, because of that vitality ability. So yes, it doesn't seem like a lot, 3 each time you enter a new chamber, but it does add up, and in my opinion, it is worth it. Right, so what should we go for here as part of our first boon? We could upgrade Dash Strike. Yeah, I think that this one is going to be my favourite. It's not going to be useful immediately. But Bull Rush is that ability that we saw at the end of the last run when we was practicing. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, this is Bull Rush. Okay. Now, what this is going to do with the boon is actually do 4 times. Actually, I believe it's 5 times at 400% the amount of damage to foes that have armor. Which is really, really helpful because as we start to get further into the dungeon, of course, a lot of foes are going to have armor. And the sooner we can get rid of that, the sooner we can kill them. And, you know, 400%, it is a lot. It is a big addition, so it is worth it.
Its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to maybe map it out.
Now, once again, I'm going to be focusing, as far as rewards go, permanent rewards, on getting the keys above anything else. And that's simply because I want to get those weapons unlocked so that we can go ahead and, you know, start upgrading our other weapons that we're already using here. And then we can start spending keys on other things, such as upgrading new... Well, I don't know what they're called. Like, you know, where we learn new talents or perks? I'm just going to call them perks. With the darkness. Right, so we've got a choice here of boons. I can never remember... I think this is... that one applies a curse. Let's go for this one. Yeah. I just need to remind myself as we get through them what each of these boons do. It just makes making the choices a tad easier then. Okay, so our attack isn't doing a huge amount of damage because our first boon didn't do anything to our attack. It just increased the rating of Bull Rush here against armor. So right now, we're pretty much going in raw, so to speak.
There we go.
But hopefully this boon will update things. Okay, it's Athena.
And I am confident that you shall make your way eventually. I shall look forward to our conversations then.
Okay. I do like the sound of this top one here. Divine Strike, not only is it rare, but it's just going to do a, you know, flat out damage boost to our attack here. So yeah, let's go for that, shall we?
Strength of the goddess.
Right, okay. This bottle here, this potion, is a new thing that you haven't seen before if you've only been watching my series here. This is something we can gift to pretty much any character we can talk to. And that allows us to advance the story further, but also it allows us to get various rewards called keepsakes. So I'm not going to talk too much about it yet, but when we actually gift it to somebody, then I'll explain it a little bit more. Alright, let's move out of the traps there. Oh, we didn't actually do much damage to them, did we? Our attack is now doing 55% more damage. So instead of 25 per hit, it's doing about 40 per hit to 45.
Bottle of nectar.
Okay, bottle of nectar is what it is. But it also now has the ability to deflect, which means bouncing damage back. Yeah, these enemies, these sort of pink crystal enemies, you should really prioritise them because they... Oh, stupid traps. They can actually make other enemies immune to damage while they're alive. So it's important to get rid of them as quickly as possible.
Nice.
Okay, right, so we've got a key. We're going to prioritise a key. And just in case you haven't been keeping up with that ability, that perk that we learned with Darkness, as you can see, we've got 46 out of 50 health here. But by exiting the chamber, we just gained 2 health and now have 48. If I take no damage here, we can get back up to full. But that's a big if. Yeah, I do love the shield. It's one of my favourite abilities for sure. Now, we haven't had any foes with armour yet, which is why I haven't really been using Bull Rush. Especially now we've got a perk on our attack. It pretty much makes attack superior. Okay, there's the key. We'll see if we can purchase anything. We've got a mini boss or hard encounter coming up.
Something I need.
We don't need to use life essence. We could just spend 33 gold here and get some gemstones. Kind of makes sense, I suppose. We do need to purchase upgrades with them. So we're back to full health now. And we've got a boss. But the good thing about the boss is we can do that 400% damage. See? With our Bull Rush ability. That was like 200 points of damage. Not too bad at all, I've got to say. And its armor's gone. So now we can just focus on taking it down and also killing these other things. Don't forget you can protect against damage as well using that Bull Rush ability. You see these purple death beams? These connect to the boss to ads, so if you're getting too many of them, just kill some of the ads, and then those death beams should dissipate at that point.
Damned lost souls with nowhere left to turn congregate in deepest Tartarus, where they fuse together with the earth itself into odious forms which defy description.
Right, because this was one of the tougher encounter rooms, it had that skull on the reward, it should mean that the boon itself has a higher chance of raring up the selections here.
That was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Okay, so this is a boon from a god we haven't discovered up until this point. It's Dionysus.
How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
Yes, yes, please do. Okay, so we've actually got some epics to choose from here. Okay, so Drunken Dash. Our dash causes hangover several times. It'll basically just leave like a purple puddle that enemies that step into will get the hangover effect. Now, what hangover does, it's another status effect. And on enemies that it afflicts for 4 seconds, it will keep them from taking damage. But it can stack, so you can have up to 5 stacks of hangover on a single enemy. So it's nice, it's nice. Using a fountain restore all health and give you bonus damage, or we can get a free nectar for a gift. Now, I am tempted to do this because, you know, they are kind of in limited supply. You don't get them every run, and the more of these we get, then the more keepsakes we can unlock. And if I was playing solo, I probably would do that. But I'm going to go for Drunken Dash so that you guys can see hangover here. It is a lot of fun. It just means we need to dash around quite a bit in order to make the most of that. So yeah, we will be missing out on that nectar and that HP. So I'm just going to stash around here just so you can see that new boon. And look at that, it actually decimated those enemies there. So let's do that again. Let's try and remove some of this armor with our Bull Rush ability with the boon that it has. These guys are kind of annoying, these little jar things, because they do tend to drop those bombs all over the place. Okay, right. Okay. So something we spent our gemstones on last time was enabling these treasure troves, infernal troves I believe they're called, to pop up in chambers. Now, they only have a small chance of appearing, and they do offer different rewards, but we're going to have to clear the enemies it spawns, and whilst we're clearing, the reward, in this case 25 gemstones, are going to be ticking down like a clock, and so the faster we kill the enemies, the more we get at the end. So let's go ahead and give this a go. So I'm just going to see if they've got armor or not, and we'll get Bull Rush ready. If so, if not, we'll dash around. Okay, it doesn't look like it. So the enemies will spawn for a little bit. We just hear some armored enemies. Yeah, try not to die as well is always helpful. Last one. There we go. Okay, so we managed to keep 17 of those gemstones.
There we are.
So not too bad, not too bad. We've got quite a few gemstones on this run. And we're going to be entering a different room that you guys haven't seen before now. We're going to be meeting a new character. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk to this impressive looking individual. This is Sisyphus.
I was just getting back on my feet. The Fury Sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just out on a little stroll is all. Do me a favor, though. You see the Fury Sisters, let them know I was headed down the way I came from, will you?
Oh, I'll let them know, all right. I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. I'll just go about my business now, and you take care.
Right, so what Sisyphus is going to do, he only appears in the first level of the dungeon, which is Tartarus. But if we encounter him, and you won't always, you'll get a choice of 3 rewards. So you can go ahead and get a collection of coin if you're going to be wanting to spend your reward on this run. Remember, coins disappear after each run is finished. You can get a collection of darkness, usually about 50, so not a bad amount. Or you can just go ahead and flat out heal up. You know what? I'm going to go for the darkness. Rewards are just really important at this early stage. And 54 darkness is quite a big boost. It really is at this point of the game. So, yeah, we can get some upgrades with that. And look at that. We're going to get a HP boost for this next chamber anyhow. So we'll just drop some of the hangover stuff around the place. Yeah, even hangover by itself without attacking, once you've got it stacked up, just does so much flipping damage. It really does. Get rid of that armor. Whee. Yeah, I do need to be attacking as well, but I just want to show you guys just how powerful this is. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, let's get some of our attacks in. Since we did get a boon to boost attack damage by 55%, if you guys remember that a few rooms back. And obviously we need to have our attack and our hangover stuff working in unison together to get the most out of everything. Okay, a nice heal there, plus a boost to our maximum HP, and another key. I'm not going to say no to that, not like we have a choice. Right, so these nests spawn more of the skulls. So yeah, we do need to kill them as quickly as possible, just to reduce the number of enemies that we're facing off against. So it's going to be another one here. Yep. And another one there. Oh, and another one there. Oh, I do hate it when they sort of like float over the chasms that you can't access. Yeah, we do have our ranged attack, which I haven't been using a whole lot on this run, mainly because we haven't boosted up with any boons that affect specials. Right, just before we head, and it looks like we can get 2 keys if we go that way. Just before we head out into the next chamber, then we're just going to access the shop here, the mini shop as I call it. It's the Well of Sharon, or Charon. Passive slows have a 15% chance to drop health items. That, you know, it's not too bad. So we're going to go ahead and purchase that. That lasts for 3 encounters, I think it was, wasn't it? And we can go for a 50% damage boost for 30 gold if we want to. Yeah, I think that's not going to be bad either. Reason being, I'm pretty sure the first boss is going to fall under that 6 encounters. So this, I believe, is a mini-boss encounter, or a difficult encounter, because it had that skull on. And we've got our lovely ability here, our Bull Rush boon, to just get rid of that armour. Yeah, go on the trap. Ah, lucky thing came off it just in time, eh? Right, we'll grab that food for 10 health. That's because of the boon that we just collected. Or not the boon, sorry, but the, I don't know, the perk. Whatever it was from the Well of Charon. Wow, lots of armoured foes here. But, you know, that Bull Rush boon is making short work of that armour, isn't it? It really is. It makes a big difference, that 400% damage to armour. And there's our 2 keys.
Another key.
Okay, so we could go for HP boost, or we could go to the shop. We probably should continue to get some HP boosts, because 100 health isn't a lot. Oh good, we're fortunate that we managed to trigger the room without enemies. Okay, and we have the boss coming up. So this will be one of the Fury Sisters. We've already fought Meg, which we did get through at the end of the... Oh, no, it wasn't at the end, wasn't it? We did get through it on the second run, though, the last run. But we actually made quite a bit further than that. I'm not sure if we'll do that again today or not. Oh, it is Meg, again.
Stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're...
I think it's because we've got a new weapon. So we'll always get Meg first in that case.
All that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
And we'll get another one of those hearts as well for this. Now, if you look at that, we can actually bounce damage off Meg here using our Bull Rush ability. Look, see? So we don't take damage if we're holding it down as she charges at us. which is pretty darn good, actually. Kind of useful. Now, she doesn't have armor, of course, which means that we're not going to be able to take advantage of that 400% damage boost. But some of the enemies that spawn here may very well do. I'm not sure. Let's start getting rid of some of them, shall we? We don't want to get overwhelmed. Oh, off the track, please. Okay, and now we need to just dodge all over the place. Oh, we can also guard against these with our little bull rush ability there, which we couldn't do with our sword previously, if you remember. And we'll just do that again. Save trying to find cover. We're doing okay, we're doing okay. Hopefully this will be our, you know, our second go against Meg and our second go at destroying her. Sending her back to the House of Hades, which is exactly, I'm sure, what she wants to do to us. And there was some food there as well, so we're still getting that boon active in the middle of the boss fight, which is really nice. We have taken a little bit of damage, though. Not a huge amount. Oh, well, I don't know why I keep going on the spikes there. That's not really a smart thing to do, is it? Let's be honest. Get out of here, you. Yeah, I want to kill these, because these purple orbs they keep throwing quite a nuisance when I'm trying to guard against other damage here. Like this damage here. Yeah, that hangover damage is doing a nice bit of work for us whilst we're just taking care of the other enemies. Just keep dropping a few of those around Meg. There we go. If I can keep the stacks onto 5 nicely. You guys see why I'm liking the shield? It's just got so much versatility around it. In terms of, you know, what you can do with both offense and defense. Far more than the sword. The sword tends to require you to be picking up boons that have deflect on them. Which are very useful, but obviously they require quite a bit of good timing, which I don't necessarily possess in my old age. Whereas the shield does a lot of that hard work for you. You just hold it down with the bull rush ability. But she's going down, man. Slowly but surely. Ah! Get some hangovers on that guy there. Right, let's just try and throw some normal attacks. Probably shouldn't rush, actually. She's almost dead anyway. Yep, there we go. Second round against Meg. Second success.
Yes.
And we get our second heart here, which we'll be saving, or Titan blood rather, which we'll be saving until later. So we will need to go ahead and just collect all the weapons first before we can make use of that. So the more we get now, the better for later. We'll use our fountain. Visit the shop. Yeah, let's just go for the HP cure there. We could spawn another Infernal Trove. Or we could extend this by 6. You know what? I'm not going to do either. This is if we want to sell boons, which right now I do not.
From Tartarus is finally laid bare. Far above, the heat from Phlegethon, the river of flame, is faintly felt already, even as its dangers lie in wait.
Lovely. Let's go up.
Okay, yeah, let's proceed.
In the bag. Getting warm.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel reside the vast majority of those who lived upon the earth and died. There they persist until the end of time.
Or until I crush their bones to dust.
Yeah, or that. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be getting some gold for our first reward here. Just going to drop some heating down in here. It's really hot right now. I've got all the lights and stuff shining down on me. For the purposes of the webcam. But I tell you what, the weather overall in the UK the last week really. Oh, it's been abysmal. It really has. It stopped me from live streaming because my internet's just been up and down so much. And I can't wait for things to just finally perk up a little bit. But, you know, hopefully I'll keep you guys entertained somewhat with these uploads and stuff. Alright, let's not try and go into the magma there. He says as he just goes and rests in it. Yeah, look at all this hangover damage. Nice, nice, nice. We're not going to be making friends this way, are we? Last one, is it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll grab our 100 gold. And then we'll move on to the next. Now, this is an upgrade. That kind of... I don't know what it is, like a fruit with a chunk missing out of it. Whatever it is. It allows us to just boost the power, boost the level of one of our boons by 1. Which isn't that great, to tell you the truth. To be honest, I tend to, at this early stage, still, you know, just prefer to get new boons and what have you. But we'll take what we get. Sometimes, you know, you get a boon that you just love so much. Those upgrades are really, really helpful then. We might be able to boost the one that you know, increases damage against armoured foes. And that does help, as you can see. Okay. A couple more enemies. Just one more, maybe. Yeah, you stay in the fire. Not going to complain about that. Oh, the enemies in this area are annoying because they just dart all over the place.
Delicious.
Right, I'm going to probably boost our attack damage, I think. If that's the choice we've got. Hangover's good. But we don't want our attack to, you know, suffer too much. Oh, what a choice. Gemstones or shop? I'm going to go for the shop. Gemstones are important, especially early on when we have no upgrades from them. Well, I mean, we have got 1 or 2, but... yeah, I think we are starting to just lack a little bit in power here. So, we'll go for the health boost, I think. And we'll go for the boon. Our special, dealing more damage inflicting weak, isn't too bad. Flat out damage reduction isn't bad. Let's go for Wave of Despair. It's not great, but none of those choices were brilliant, to tell you the truth. Right, and let's speak to Charon. We can actually give Charon a gift and get our first keepsake if we wish to.
Hideous monstrosity awaits me over on the next infernal island, Charon, mate.
Yeah, he doesn't say much. Get the lore item from over here.
The searing flame and ashes of the river Phlegathon mean nothing to the ferryman Charon, who travels all the waters of the underworld bearing the dead, the damned, and all their fineries.
Yeah.
Enjoy dead people's fineries.
Oh, I don't know whether 18 HP is worth it for 50 gold. I'm going to leave that for now. Yeah, maybe we could give Karen the gift. We can give this to people in the House of Hades as well. I'm not sure what the keepsake is we get from Karen, but... nah, we'll hold off for now. There's an early gift which is nice, which I want to try and save up for, I think, where you can just flat out boost your HP. And I don't think it's from Karen. Yeah, this is an interesting encounter. This is the Barge of Death, so we're going to have to contend with a bunch of enemies. This is similar to the encounter from Tartarus, you remember, where we have to survive for 45 seconds. This is the Asmodeus version of it, effectively. So you don't always get this, but you can. We can actually bounce these back now. Let's see if I can show you that. See? And they do damage once they're bounced back to enemies. They don't do damage to enemies if they've just been thrown but haven't bounced back. Yeah, we need to kill these things before they make the other guys immune. Just keep using both, whatever it is that does 400% damage. I'd say I'm terrible at remembering the names of everything in this game. More armoured foes. Luckily I've got a boom for that. Kill that. Get rid of that armour. Get out of here. And it's down. Brilliant. Okay, and that'll bring us to the end of the Barge of Death. By the way, with those gifts, we can also gift them to the various gods as well. But you need to do it when you're picking up a boon. It's the only time you get to interact with them. I'm not going to do that now, though.
You've had a brush with Megara the Fury, haven't you? Oh, I know a thing or two about that one. Though lately we Olympians no longer mingle with those living in the underworld. You're the only exception.
Good to know. Good to know. Ah, another epic one. So we could change our cast. Resist damage from foes. Or any health chamber rewards are worth more. I would get this, but we've only got one cast at the minute, which makes me think it's not really worth it. Let's just go for the damage reduction.
Strength and beauty.
You know, 15% is not exactly to be sniffed at. So we're just flat out, apart from, you know, if we step into magma or traps from foes themselves, we're flat out taking 15% less damage now. Which isn't a bad thing at all. Yeah, it's more exciting taking the, you know, the boons and that, but if you don't get offered them, you have to take what you get. And don't forget, I think we've got a boon that does 50 damage to a foe when we take damage. And you don't have to do 50 damage to the foe that gives you damage either. Although you can. Uh-oh. Seem to have some lag here. Oh, don't know what that was. Not the great thing to get in this game, though, if you're going to have lag at a crucial moment. You need to be dodging and what have you.
More coming then.
Oh, yes. Right, let's get rid of the armour. And again. Yeah, the ball rush ability, that's what I was thinking of earlier. Is definitely one of my favourite abilities. The charge time is annoying, but there are boons that allow you to reduce that. Okay, we'll grab our 10 darkness there. Just check there's nothing else around here. Nope, and we've got a choice between a lightning boon or some gold. I'm going to go for the lightning boon from Zeus there. I do think we'll have the second boss coming up, the Hydra boss. And we're just going to want as much power as possible, really, for that, if I'm honest with you. So let's try and get through this as unscathed as possible here. Where are the other enemies? They're over here. Yeah, our attack's doing some nice damage now. We need to get rid of the armour on this thing. Yeah, these are like mini bosses, aren't they, in Tartarus? But on this particular floor, they're just regular enemies. There we go, the armor's gone now. Oh, it's killing itself. Well, if it's happy to do that, then I'll let it. Yeah, I'll have some hangover there, guys. Get rid of these little nuisance things. And then just this one, I think. Let the hangover do its job. Perfect. Right then, let's see what we can do here with lightning.
Shield of yours called Aegis. Why, in fact, it's mine from long ago, young man. I've no more need of it, of course, but how you found it, you shall have to tell me once you're here.
I think perhaps something that would just boost regular attack would be really nice with the lightning effect. Okay, we don't get that, but what we do get is special causes lightning bolts. Okay, we haven't really focused on special for this run. We could boost our cast. Again, I'm not too fussed about doing that. I think we'll just go for Heaven's Vengeance here. So just a little bit more damage to foes that do damage to us. Let's go for the health upgrade here rather than, was it gold? I think the other one. If we get through this, we'll have a nice 150 max HP. And we don't have to fight anything, so I shall take that for sure. Okay, here's the boss. For our diamond reward. Oh, I missed the lore item thing. Oh, well. That'll still be there. We'll pick it up at a future point.
Get back in the magma and no one gets hurt.
Okay. So the ads on this encounter do have armor. Gonna charge at us? Maybe. I think we'll follow a similar strategy as we did for Meg. We'll just keep those hangovers stacked up there. And then just try and dodge as much damage as we can. When it fires pink stuff at us, we'll just deflect it, especially as it comes out faster a little bit later on. Right, I suspect the first set of ads will be coming in a moment's time. The boss will go immune when that happens. Just keep those hangover stacks going. Up to 5. That's more like it. Have a couple of special, just normal attacks actually. Right, here come the ads. Well, don't forget, if we do take damage here, we're going to be retaliating with quite a bit of the stuff ourselves. Not that I want to take damage on purpose, of course, but if we happen to. Uh-oh, lots of nasty stuff there. Right, there goes all the armour anyway. This guy's sort of surrounded by magma, which doesn't make things easy. Yeah, the ads can be a real nuisance in this fight. We're down to 40 HP. The second set of ads are even harder as well. Okay, when he crashes now, I thought he crashes like 3 times in a row. He was doing that last time. Maybe it's just further on in the encounter he does that. Okay, let's just try and avoid the crash down altogether if we can. Which is about now, yeah. Oh, no. Okay, let's get the hangover back on there. And again, get to 5 stacks if we can. There we go. Okay, here come the second set of ads. I forgot about these. That's why he wasn't doing his triple thingy. See how many of these we can hit with the armour ball rush. Okay. Oh, taking a little bit of damage there. Get some of these hangover stacks going. Move out of the magma, of course. Some more armour. There we go. The armour's gone now, I think. Yeah, once the armour's gone, the enemies themselves are pretty much a formality. Move out from the red, nasty, explosion-y things. Okay, right, I think that's the ads contended with. Okay, now he's doing his triple slam. So we'll start stacking hangover back up to 5 again. Block against the purpley arrows of death. Problem with hangovers, it only lasts 4 seconds, so we do need to keep it nicely topped up there. We're doing okay, though. We're doing okay. Right, some more hangover pulls. There we go. You can also just dash away from them, of course. That also works. I don't believe you can take damage at all while you're dashing. If you're in the middle of a dash, damage will just make you do nothing. It won't do anything to you. But we haven't taken any damage since that second set of ads. Let's see if we can keep it that way. He's down. Super. Hydra vanquished. Nice.
That's what you get.
And we get another diamond, again, because it's another weapon that we've used. So if we do this run again after this run, with the same weapon or with the sword that we've already used, then we'll get other rewards there instead of the diamond or the Titan blood that we got after killing Meg. Something like darkness or something, which is nice, but you can technically only get limited amounts of those other rewards, although you can buy them later on, but they are expensive. Yeah, let's go for the heal. I don't like buying these because it's usually my luck that you end up just getting gold back from them and less than it costs to actually buy the trove tracker. Nah, that's fine. We'll just leave things there. Anything, Laurie, we can read? No.
One more floor. Clear.
I can't remember how far we got exactly on the last run, but I don't think we reached the third boss, did we? So let's see what we can do here. We've still got our Death's Defiance, and there's a lore thing there. Get out of here.
The enshrouded river of forgetfulness, Lethe, flows through the hallowed chambers of Elysium, numbing old pains and memories of the most noble shades residing there.
I'm going to try and just power through a little bit if we can. Let's go for the boon rather than the upgrade. Although the upgrade, you know, is at the point now where it might be useful. We've got a selection of boons. Yeah, these things can be a bit annoying. They charge quite regularly as well. One of the things I'm not a huge fan of with Elysium, which is the 3rd level of the dungeon, are the traps. They do hurt, and they can catch you off guard. So just something to be aware of. Yeah, the enemies are starting to have quite a bit of health now as well. They're not going down as fast as they were, at least on the first floor.
That sound. Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay. Right, so we can effectively double our hangover. It's currently 4, isn't it? And now all of our attacks will inflict hangover. That will replace Divine Strike. So Divine Strike is the ability that increases our attack damage by 55% and deflects. But I actually think this is going to be pretty good. So let's go for it, shall we?
Athena won't mind, will she?
And we're going to go for the key, of course. Another key. This will be our 3rd key, which is a pretty good selection of keys for a single run. Uh-oh, dodge that. Yeah, so we're inflicting a lot of hangover damage now on foes. Uh-oh, I think the trap just caught us, didn't it? Yeah, this has definitely become a hangover type build, hasn't it? Our dash inflicts it, and oh, you just name it, everything's doing it right now. And our hangover damage is now 8, which is nice. And by the way, I'm pretty sure that our hangover damage, even from dash, will also do 8 now, because of that last boon we got, even though that was focused on hangover from attack.
Nothing left here.
So we'll grab our key. We can head to the shop. Probably not a bad idea. Get to heal up, and we do have 250 gold. We might even be able to purchase an additional boon as well. Yeah, so let's get the health first. Oh, actually, if I didn't get the health, I could have purchased both of these things. Should we go for the upgrade? We could perhaps boost hangover damage even further. Yeah, I think we will. I think we will.
I'll pay for that.
8 to 9. Not. Oh no, our hangover damage for Drunken Dash is still 4. Or we could boost our revenge damage. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure either the Drunken Strike or revenge. It's a tough one. I'm going to go for this one because we are inflicting a lot of attacks. Let's go for the lightning boon here because it's from a tougher encounter, so it should be upgraded rarity. Okay, it's this guy.
From the bowels of hell,
This is hard.
this is not your place.
Agreed on both counts. Just passing.
We didn't get this far before.
Excuse me.
This isn't the boss for this floor.
The champion of Elysium would never back down from such a contest. Neither will I.
But it is effectively a boss.
Elysium. You're the
Harder than Meg.
I can't imagine who's even stronger than you. Is it Heracles? Tell me it's Heracles.
I will not. You talk too much, short one. Come get destroyed.
Okay, so plan, avoid damage, get hangover on there as fast as possible. Yeah. Just dash around from the damage. This guy likes to do a lot of spin attacks, so as long as you dash through them or deflect against them, then you should be good. And with hangover doing most of the work here, we shouldn't have to spend too much time in melee range. That said, we are still taking quite a bit of damage. But we are also doing, I think it's 80 damage at a time, aren't we, from revenge. And I think we do damage from somewhere else when we take damage from an enemy as well. But as you can see, this guy got a ton of HP. He really has. So it's not the quickest of encounters. Fortunately, we do have that Death's Defiance ability if we need it. Move, move, move. Move, move, move. Now, one of the things about this fight, though, is despite the fact the boss does have a lot of HP, as you can see, you don't have to get it all the way to 0 on this encounter. Okay, he does go off. Still alive. But we do have to do quite a bit of his HP. I think it's about 3/4. So it's still got a ways to go. But I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with how this run is going so far. I don't want to speak too soon. I did take quite a bit of damage then. But yeah, we are doing okay. We've got that boon that reduces damage from enemies by a flat 15%. I suspect that's having quite an effect here, if I'm honest with you. I'm just trying to not be stupid here. The problem is, a little habit I can easily get into if I'm not paying attention. As an enemy starts to get weaker, I'll tend to take more chances rather than just playing it safe all throughout the encounter, if that makes sense. And that's why we've ended up just taking a little bit too much damage there. So if we can get through this without triggering, yep, Death's Defiance, then I'll be happy, and we did.
Though your technique pales in comparison to that of the champion of Elysium, I expect you'll soon see for yourself.
Right, so we should get that upgraded.
I beat the Bull of Minos.
Rarity Lightning Boon here.
Gift. Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, so the special I think we'll leave. I think we'll just go for Lightning Reflexes. We are dashing all over the place. Basically, as long as we're dashing a lot, then this is going to activate quite a bit. And we'll be doing lightning damage to foes. See, you can see that lightning damage coming down at 40. Not too bad, eh? So, you can be put off by the wording of that. It only works if you dash before getting hit, which makes it sound like you need to be skillfully timed. And yeah, that's going to help. But because you're dashing so much anyway, or if you're like me, you're probably dashing around so much, it is going to activate regularly regardless. And the window of opportunity for it is quite a large one. Now remember, with these enemies, we do need to kill the spawning heads because they will respawn back into the enemy if we don't do so. Just trying to see if we can get the arrows on this butterfly spawner. Okay, there's Death Defied. Let's just kill this as quick as we can. It's going to give us another one of them, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Or we need to kill this as well. Oh, I forgot to use the armour thing we had. This is actually a really hard room. One of the hardest I've done so far, for sure. We need to try and use some of the traps to our advantage, I think. Kill the butterfly killer, or the butterfly spawner. Oh, another one of these things. Get rid of the armour before it makes other foes immune. Oh, we can actually, can we, with deflect, can we bounce these back, can we? No, we can't bounce them back, but we can stop taking damage. Right, kill the head. There we go. What have we got left? Is it just this thing? Oh, let's get 5 stacks of hangover on there. Okay, we got it. We did it. We got through the room. That was a tough one.
In the name of Hades.
Okay. Let's just go for this now. It's an epic boon, and I don't really care much for the others at this stage. Okay, should we go for the gold or for the HP? Probably the HP is going to be wisest now that we don't have Death's Defiance. We can replenish Death's Defiance though, but it costs 200 gold, so maybe we should have gone for that. Although there's no guarantee we'll get the boon that allows us to do that. Okay, that should die. Another one over here. Oh, I think that was going to kill the head for us then, if I hadn't just rudely interceded it. Okay, let's get rid of the armours. And on this one. There we go. So, itchy eye. Always comes at the wrong time, doesn't it? Kill the head. Kill the head. And again. Yeah, keep an eye out for those heads, because sometimes the traps will kill the enemies that spawn them, and you don't always notice. It's easy when you kill them. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get much further on this run. But I'll keep pushing, you never know. We got an health boost there. Let's go to the well. We'll get our 58 HP.
Just take this one.
And with 129, we could go for this. Let's just go for both of them, shall we? What the heck? And let's go for the boon, seeing as how it should be upgraded rarity. Might even get something higher than epic. Never know. Have these got armor? No, they haven't. Go on, blow up. And I can guarantee this won't be the last enemy in this room. How did you know that, Fuzz? Well, I'm getting used to the game, you see. Go on, blow up the butterfly spawner. Thank you. I hate those things. Oh, food. Yes, I'll take that. I shall take that indeed. Dodge the arrow. And it's down. Brilliant. Okay, so let's see if we can get a decent boon here with the upgrades. Yeah, I believe this might help our hangover stuff.
But I do have Lady Aphrodite's help.
Wine does have a rather special way of making everybody look even more beautiful than ever, Dionysus dear. And from such beauty, why long-lasting love is born. And also shorter-lasting love, much of the time.
Okay, right. So, low tolerance is nice. This is a duo effect, but I'm not going to go for this one, because I don't think we've got a whole lot that does weak, that causes the weak effect. This is a decentish ability, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go for Drunken Flourish. I know that we haven't been using our special a whole lot, but we'll be able to inflict hangover now on foes at range, which is actually going to be really useful. Now, do we want darkness, or do we want gemstones? I think we want gemstones at this point.
Long spears.
Yeah, look at that. We can inflict hangover now without getting close to the enemies. We can still inflict it with our standard attacks as well. But it just gives us an additional opportunity to do damage, doesn't it? Look at that. Very nice. Yeah, 7 points of hangover damage per stack there. And the good thing about our special is it does go between multiple enemies as well. With a single cast. I want to be careful that we're going to be getting a lot of head spawning here all at once, I think. Make sure we don't let those respawn back. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of these enemies. They're not the most annoying. The things that spawn the butterflies, I really don't like. Right, we'll grab the health. Die. Okay, we'll grab our gemstones. We've got 52 of those now, so we should be able to purchase another upgrade or two. We've got the shop over there. Is that the only thing we can do in this room? Or we've got an infernal trove. We should really probably do this. We'll get some more gemstones. The shop's not great because we only got 85 gold, but there's no other choice, unfortunately. Need to try and get rid of some of this armor here. And we need to kill these blue crystal things for sure. Yep, go on, you kill them for us, traps. Oh, that wasn't too bad, but we only ended up with 14 gemstones. Still better than nothing. We've got 66 of them now. Right, let's see what we can get for 85. We should be able to get an HP heal for 40 HP, I think it is, or something. Oh, 70. Okay, it's percentage based. So, yeah, well, we're back up to 140 HP. Well, I'm not moaning about that, I tell you. And we've got our next boss, so I think we're going to need it. The problem is we don't have any stacks of Death's Defiance. Whether we'll be able to get through this fight, I'm going to suspect we're not going to be able to. But this is definitely the furthest we've got. This is only our third run through Hades here.
No way. You two are legends. I'd be honored if we had a sporting contest here.
A naked attempt to sway me from my convictions. Defend yourself, you blackguard, and may the gods show you some mercy, for I shall not.
Yeah, I think the trick here is just going to be staying at range mostly. Getting a couple of attacks off for this hangover buff. We don't have a god call. So we are just going to have to stick to normal attacks here. Oh, that's not good. I think if we focus on the Minotaur first, because he seems to have less HP. But yeah, I'm not holding out high hopes for this attempt. Move, move, move. What was that that hit us? Oh, he threw his arrow at us, the other guy, Theseus. Yeah, we're already down to 81 health. I think if we can kill the Minotaur, though, in good shape, we might have had a chance, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's get those stacks back active, shall we? The other guy's just constantly deflecting our special. Yeah, this isn't happening. We should be using our cast as well. I think that inflicts weak. Yeah, 2 HP. It's not happening. Sorry, guys. But we've made progress, you know. We've got further on this attempt than we had previously. Which is always fun. Where's our cast gone, by the way? Our little red diamond. Oh, it's back with us now, is it? Be cool if we could kill the Minotaur. I feel like we've got somewhere then. Nope, we couldn't. Close, though. Close. It's a tough one, that is. We need to power up a little bit more first. Still, our damage resistance permanently is boosted up from 24 to 26. And for our third run, you know, I think I'm happy with that. We definitely made progress, which is the name of the game. We won't always make progress. Sometimes we'll do even worse than we did the time before. I haven't decided yet who I'm going to give the gift to. We'll probably do that in the next episode. Let's just get through some story.
No wonder you're back here. Everyone knows that he's unstoppable, especially me. Hey, next you run into him, could you get his autograph for me?
No. I'll have to spend some of these gems with the house contractor.
Okay, I think we have to do something here with Achilles.
You'll get the hang of it out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then, I have something for you.
What, wait, you're giving me your codex? I can't accept something like this.
Okay.
Please, I insist. I want your love of history to grow, not just your love of warfare. Besides, maybe you can finish out the rest of it.
I'm grateful.
Okay, this is what will show us how much we've spoken to people. So you can see that Achilles has a number of hearts there. This is what every character we can speak to will have. And the first heart has a ribbon on it, which means that once we've activated that heart, we'll get a gift from him. Now, the way that we activate these hearts is by giving gifts, or by giving those bottles of nectar. So if we give a bottle of nectar to Achilles, he will give us a gift in return. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do that, I think. So we just tap R2 here. We'll lose our nectar.
Hey, Achilles. Look, this really isn't much, but here.
This really is for me? You beat me to it then, as I had meant to give you this when next we spoke. Please, take it.
And in return, he's going to give us the Myrmidon Bracer keepsake. Okay, and as you can see, we've unlocked that first heart for him now. Now, obviously, the subsequent hearts are not going to be giving us gifts, but we still, if we want to get everything we can out of the game, are going to need to find enough gifts to do that for every character here. So let's pet Cerberus, a habit we do need to get into for the Steam achievement. Let's do it 10 times total. We're going to do it once per visit to the House of Hades. And we'll speak to Hades.
Nibbling shade to your immediate left there, Father. Already found someone new to do the busy work. And here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That Shade boy is my newly designated contractor. One whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is the guy we spend gemstones at. I'll just speak to Nyx first, and then we'll speak to him after.
You have outgrown this house. Of that I am now certain. Should you return again here, I shall keep you safe.
I won't forget you, Nyx, I swear it.
Okay, and we are going to be spending those 66 gemstones, at least some of them. Again, I'm going to stick to work orders, since the others tend to be cosmetic as far as I'm aware. And on work orders, we can use the underworld renovation, switch keepsakes between underworld regions. So we've just got our first keepsake off Achilles. Obviously, we don't have any more right now. So I'm not going to purchase this one just yet. Although, actually, I probably will. We'll see what we unlock. But we've got 66 of these things to spend. Right, let's go ahead and purchase the Fated List of Minor Prophecies. This is an interesting one. I haven't really used it all that much. But I believe occasionally when we get choices to make, like with boons and stuff, there'll be a prophecy on one of them. And if we choose that one, then we'll get a reward later. So we can go ahead and purchase Urns of Wealth. We can also upgrade this.
My father surely would approve.
We need to look out for these golden urns now. Oh yeah, we can't afford the next one just yet to upgrade it to 10. So yeah, I'm going to keep the remaining 16 gemstones for now. I'm not going to purchase that last thing that allows us to change keepsakes. Can we rest yet? Nope. Okay, right, new thing over here.
Fated List of Minor Prophecies.
So this is where we can get extra rewards for completing various achievements in-game. Okay, this is the thing we just purchased. So the thing I mentioned that it was, I forgot that's something else, where I said we can get prophecies on various choices we make. What we've unlocked is this list of achievements, and if we meet these achievements, we'll get these rewards, which is really nice. We've got one more god to meet, and then we'll get 3 bottles of nectar as a reward, and so on and so forth. Some really good stuff there. You do have to collect the rewards manually, but that's very easy. You just come to this part of the House of Hades. Okay, let's go to the mirror, see what we can spend some of our darkness on. Oh, hang on, before that, what was this over here? Nothing. Okay, I thought the feather was shining. Looked like there was a lore item on top. But I think that's just the feather. Okay, we've got 91 darkness. Let's boost up the vitality to the final points. Let's boost up shadow presence. Oh, wow. We're now doing 40%. I think we can still do it one more. I think 50% is the max. That's the amount of extra damage we're doing to foes from behind, which is really nice. And then we'll go and have a look at our keepsake. Let's just speak to Skelly first.
Hey, Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place.
Yeah, that's the stuff we got for killing Meg.
It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
I don't know. There's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
Yeah, okay. Lore thing over here. We've also got 5 keys, so we'll unlock another weapon.
Neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really.
Okay, so we've unlocked all of these weapons here. We're going to unlock this one. Now, as you can see, there's still 2 more spaces.
Let's deal some death.
Oh, you got one.
Oh yeah, we did get the prophecy foretold. Okay, so the next one of these will appear, I believe, once we've completed our next run. Then we'll need to unlock it, and then the next one will appear after we've completed the next run after that. So let's just go to keepsakes here. We can see the first keepsake we collected. And we'll equip it. That was from Achilles. Now, we can rank our keepsakes up if we're using them. As you can see, it's currently rank 1. We'll take 20% damage, less damage from the front, but 10% from behind. But once we've cleared 25 encounters with it, then those will be boosted even further because the bracer will be rank 2.
All set.
And maybe we can go ahead with the spear. We haven't really used the spear, have we, yet? So maybe we can use this for our next run. I do prefer the shield, but I'm sure the spear can be fun as well. Okay, or we could use the bow that we've just unlocked. The bow is quite good, actually. Maybe we should use the bow. Can't seem to get that dash strike to activate. Press square while dashing to dash strike. Dash square. Didn't seem to do it. Okay. Oh, well. We'll leave that for the next episode. We'll try a run with the bow. The bow can be fun. Alright then, guys. Well, there we have it then. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, don't forget to drop a like. And do come back soon and we'll continue on with our Hades playthrough. See how far we can get on our 4th run through the dungeon. But thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.